Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
So we've done 2 races. I'm been crushing Alec, but I think a lot of it's because of the start. I do think his car is faster, although I don't know. This has been pretty darn fast. Really good launch. He's saying it's because of the lag when we do the 3, 2, 1 go, which could make sense, but I haven't been cheating on that.
I was actually hitting it at the right time. Like literally, as you said go, I hit the fucking accelerator and I just felt the tires turn and like the engine kind of just lagged for a second and finally went. So I don't know if it's...
Well, mine burns out a lot. I have CT off. I'm not in race mode, I have CT off. So in the beginning, it freaking burns and then it kicks in. But you could feel it, Alan, like in 2nd and 3rd gear, it was burning a little bit. Yeah. The tires were sliding even 2nd, 3rd.
I definitely think though, if it was like a proper like get off for both of us, it'd be pretty equal. Yeah, mine's faster on paper for sure.
But yeah, on paper, but you never know until you drag race. That's like the thing with the drag race is they said the Revuelto was faster than SF90 and the SF90 wins.
It's not fast. You've had a 296, you know it's not.
If
Ferrari knew that the Cylindri is faster, they would say it's faster than the 296 to sell more Cylindri. So why would they, you know what I mean? Like, why would they say that it's a slower car?
Well, they don't. They just say the amount of horsepower. And I think it's
they do the 0 to 60. It's like on Ferrari's website.
So you're saying your tires are burning out too much?
Yeah, really bad. I'm feeling hot like my tires right now. Burn out. Definitely gets the adrenaline going.
Yeah, I'm shaking right now currently.
I feel like it's a little different than just driving on the highway because I feel like, especially with my car, it's a little bit sketchy to go from like 2nd gear up to 10,000 RPMs to 3rd. Like I don't think I've ever done that ever since I got the car. I got it last week. So it definitely gives you like a new idea as to how fucking fast these things go. I was pretty surprised by Garrett's, his being the heaviest in a V12. It'll be interesting though. I think that the race, in my opinion, wasn't completely even. So I think we got to do it again. Maybe we rent out like a tarmac or something and go like 0 to 200. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think the race wasn't super even. I definitely was getting head starts. I have brand new tires on the Cillindri, so really good traction, and that makes a difference as we see in F1. I own the 296. I love the car. I was surprised by the launch on this and in general. I think the 296 is a tinge faster. I don't know. I guess I was on the ball today on the launches, and Alec's tires were sliding, and that definitely makes a difference on the launch. Mine were sliding too because I did CT off, but all in all, with how heavy this Cylindri is, it's definitely very, very fast.
Yeah, I didn't have much of a chance with the Porsche. I think the launch control was pretty good. I had a late launch against you in the beginning, and I think I went a little bit late against you as well, but I feel like I was pretty impressed. It launched decent. Traction's good for 2-wheel drive. It was definitely a race for the 2 Ferraris, and I think that the Cylindri definitely won. Alec was spinning a bit more, but...
Yeah, we definitely need a longer raceway. A lot of G-forces, definitely shaking right now. It's like 100 degrees, so putting the body to the test. But I do have my RM55 black, which I've been wearing. Absolutely love this watch with the NTPT sides. Obviously with the G-forces, nothing like all racers. No big deal. Lake's got a Pinturo on. I think it kind of goes hand in hand with racing, so I had to throw it on today. Love this watch, matches the car well, but all in all, it's great to kind of get out of the office and have a little fun and mix it up. Comment if you guys think we should do more challenges. We were just talking about it. All come from like pretty similar backgrounds, like golf cars, a lot of the same thing. I think coming up, we're gonna do a bunch of more challenges and have fun with it. We work hard, had a big month, record month. I think we gotta have a little fun too. We'll be in touch on that. Stanley Cup final, gotta do. Yeah. Go Cats. It's funny because we got Team Philly and Jersey here. Obviously, both teams didn't do too well this year, so we're going red.
My first jersey I ever had was a Pavel Bure.
Yeah, he was kind of a Panthers fan from the start.
Yeah. So I just got mine literally what, like 4 days prior to Garrett's. We go to Midwestern Auto where we get all of our cars. Great guys over there. Garrett's gotten, I think, 7 cars. This is my 3rd from them. With that being said, I got the 296 Speciale allocation, which I'm really excited about. So Garrett and I are getting 296 Speciales probably like a year from today, so that's gonna be sick. But I just got this in today. Grigio Silverstone. We got carbon fiber on the lip here. We got some carbon fiber trim. Rose gold calipers, so I really like. Matches the Koyo interior. Look on the inside here, you got carbon fiber inside, carbon fiber steering wheel. For those of you that don't know, the 296 is also a hybrid. Low-key, one of my favorite things about the car is save crazy amount on gas. Just like going to like my parking garage or like random areas. I think I could go like at least 30 miles just on an electric battery, which I think is pretty cool. Came stock with silver, but I painted the rims black. I think that definitely makes it pop a bit more. And then we got some carbon fiber here. It was a splitter. I mean, I was a little bit butthurt about losing the 488 Spider. Unfortunately, it had a bunch of electrical issues. The battery kept dying. Those things are just really, really delicate. I mean, luckily, I had Midwestern Auto help me out. They gave me my car at a really good price, and you know, I couldn't say no. So I also got the 296 Speciale, and then Garrett, the Cylindri, really jealous. Honestly, I think it blows away the 812. I used to hate on this car when he was building it a year ago. I think I might even post it on Instagram saying, what the fuck did Ferrari do? Like, I don't like it. But seeing this thing in person, like, pictures don't even do it justice. This thing looks like a literal, like, Bruce Wayne Batmobile.
The rear for me is just like unbelievable. I love how it's all one light. Few options that I did that I really stoked with how it turned out. I did it fully painted, so all the rear spoiler, front lip, everything is with Neuro Daytona. Amazing color for this car. Has this like the flakes in the black. That was an upgrade. Yeah, and I did the blacked out, and I'm gonna do a racing stripe on the front. But all in all, I think what I'm really impressed with this car, so it's the first Ferrari I've had where it has like the center screen, which most don't, and it's so user-friendly. It's like, they're probably gonna do that across all the new cars now. It's absolutely amazing. And the suspension and the ride quality is absolutely insane. It's unbelievable. It's like driving a Bentley. It's a heavier car, but it has a lot of power. It still drives like a Ferrari, but it's so freaking smooth. It's like the one Ferrari I'm sure my wife's gonna like, because all the other ones are super bumpy. Thanks so much to Midwestern Auto Group. If you guys are looking for an exotic car, hit them up. I built this like a year ago, and here it is today. Did a great job. Super pumped with the car. So very fortunate to have the chance to build one and to get this car. Thanks to the whole team at G&G, doing well. Looking to keep building to the collection. These guys as well. So.
Also note that this is probably the first one in maybe the US that's on the road, maybe 1 or 2 others.
Yeah.
Definitely in Miami.
I know there's a lot at the port.
Yeah,
but
when
yeah.
you drive this thing around, people definitely double take because they're like, what is that? Is that a Ferrari? Or it maybe looks like an Aston from afar, but no, it's a 12 Cylindri. I'm sick.
All right, back to the office.
Yeah. About
Make
to
some
fall
money.
over. So this is like after the F1 races, how they get in the room and they look at the race and look at the footage, and we're just gonna try and look at it, have some analysis on it. Let's see.
Little recap before we even get into it. I think Garrett put banana peels all over my back tires. So whenever he also was going at 2 instead of go. So I think that resulted
Not on
in,
all of them. Let's see the tape. Let's see the tape.
You'll see in
my
the
car
tape.
knows one speed and it's fast.
All right,
Yeah,
Garrett.
looks like I got you a little bit there.
Damn, is that the 296 exhaust?
Oh.
It's pretty nice for a 6-cylinder, huh, Garrett?
It is a good-
I don't
good
think that you're.
exhaust for a
I don't know.
six.
I don't know if the 12 makes that.
Yeah.
I need some Novatech. Oh, it's got some burps in there.
The best thing is we had an audience, so there's people, I don't know what they were setting up for, but they were videoing the whole thing and like cheering. Right as I left, I was the last one to leave. All of them like wanted videos and were giving thumbs up and smiles, so that was pretty cool. We didn't get caught by the cops, which was
Yeah, well,
awesome,
we had
because that was
a
big
border
scare.
patrol cop that was scouting out the race. We did some research. They can't pull you over for any sort of traffic violations, so don't be fooled by their fake cop car.
I wasn't scared of them, but Lake and Alec were a little nervous. Alan wasn't either.
Lake doesn't have proper documentation.
You kind of seem like the border patrol officer that, like, if he really threatened us, we'd give him $100 and it would all be good. Okay, so this is race 3. I think this was, besides my start, this one was pretty spot on. My start was fast. I think Alex was slipping on some banana peels from the start here.
I honestly think that when I put it in PS, that made it lag more than when I just literally left it in first gear with the brake on and then gassed it.
Really?
For some reason. Yes, I noticed
But
that
you
on
had
my
your foot on the gas the entire time?
Yeah, and then it skidded a lot more. The same thing with my 488. It's a
You did
fishtail.
traction control, or are you in race?
I was in race.
Oh, I did traction control off, which does spin it, but then once it catches, it flies. I think that's what you gotta do. Setting up. I think 3 and 4 were like the closest to a legit race.
I definitely think we gotta find some sort of track we could rent. That'd be the best.
Here we go again. Alec, you don't want to watch that. I didn't think you were looking.
Oh no, that was the one you went on too.
I went on go. Maybe there was a lag, but that was a, oh man, that was tough. Oh, there's a 12 rumbling. That hurt a little bit, knowing you may have the faster car. Does it make you want to get new tires? Really, with nice cars and not having good tires, it totally ruins the experience. And you have to get like brand new tires.
That sounded sick.
Yeah, that sounds sick. Was that the thing on your exhaust?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why, yeah. Yeah, you were warming up on the drive back. I was just making sure I didn't run over any screws.
Yeah, that's why I got the cup tires on the Speciale.
But in first, second, and third, when you go really fast, it spins out.
It was worse on my 488, honestly.
Yeah, it means you need to get new tires.
When I'm driving, I don't like off the line accelerate, you know, like I accelerate when I like feel like it, so it's not like it's a huge issue.
I mean, even me having brand new tires were skidding out, for sure, a bunch. Even in second and third.
But yeah, I mean, we keep doing this stuff, my car is gonna turn into a Hellcat, gonna be like car on roller skates every time I accelerate.
So, moral of the story is, I think Alec's car is a bit faster, but I think to have a flawless race, you need to have a lot of things in check. You need to have your tires fresh. Your tires have to have good grip. Michelin, always the way to go. And you need to have your launch spot on. I was not familiar with my launch on that car. I hadn't messed with it much, but I think it did a really good job. It did spin out and maybe lose me like half a second in the beginning, but it definitely kicked things into gear and was a really good launch. I think those two things really make a difference when you're drag racing. So if you watch on Car Wow, they do many takes. The launch and how you throw it in a second, third, etc. is super key on winning, because every outcome that they did when they do like 4 takes and a proper start is always a little bit different.
No, you just know right off the bat, like the first like 10 yards, I know if I'm gonna be like hitting my max capacity, because as soon as I started skidding out, your car actually kind of like corrects itself, and when it corrects itself, it slows down like automatically, so then it doesn't have the same torque, so it kind of like restarts. So yeah, I mean, if you're not getting it right, and you're not timing the PS on your launch, then yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, so I think Alec, took some notes from that one, ready for a rematch at some point.
Yeah, should we go out in the rain right now?
No, not in the rain. Actually, you're gonna lose worse in the rain, I think, right now, Alec.
No, freaking hydroplane and roll off 95.
But yeah, we'll do a rematch. No, I definitely had the adrenaline going, was sweating like crazy, had to get a fresh prime when I got back. I think Alan was energetic. He was pushing for some more shooting and whatnot, but we were all kind of like, let's go back to the office. We're dying here.
That's a good cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah, it definitely gets the adrenaline going.
So what's your take? Do you like the 12 Cylindri more than your SF90?
They're very, very different cars. I like both of them. It's nice because they're different. When I had the 2960 SF90, it was like very, very similar. So it's nice to have a very different driving car. The Cillindri is very, very smooth, and riding it to the office and not like going crazy fast. Also, because I'm breaking into V12, so I'm not like going balls to the wall. It's a cruiser. It's so freaking comfortable. So for that, I love the car. SF90, I think, is just like a very, very special car. I think they made a lot of that car. Otherwise, I think the value would be a lot higher. Just the performance is absolutely insane, and it's so freaking fun to drive. I like the aesthetics. Obviously, I like the SF90 XX more because it has just like the Cylindri, and that's what I really like about the Cylindri is it has the line tail light, which is sick. I don't really like the rear tail lights on the SF90. The front looks great, but yeah, at some point down the road, I really like an SF90 XX. The driving experience, once you drive an SF90, in my opinion, it's hard to go back. Just like anything, other things in life, it's, find a good thing, it's hard to go back. 100% like watches. There's certain watches that I've worn that like, yeah, you can't go back.
Honestly.
Yeah, with RM in general.
RM on your wrist.
Yeah, people say it's gimmicky, whatever. Like, it's hard for me to go back to a steel, white gold, or rose gold, or whatever precious metal bracelet. It's really, really hard.
What does this go for?
I don't know.
Can you see?
I don't want that in our showcase.
There's some guy asking for one, and he also is asking for this.
Yeah, we could sell it to him, but that one is brutal. Yeah, that too. We can find one and sell it to him, but I would just be very honest and give him like other options. That's one thing we'll do. It's like there's certain watches out there that once you pay the money, you're gonna lose a lot. I had a client the other day that wanted a watch where I think there's a new release that's gonna go down substantially. And I like to be upfront about it because I don't want them to like come back, take a 100K hit, or want to sell it back and then they're mad at us. You got to be upfront about these things.
To be honest with you off the bat, those offshores, if you're gonna buy those, I'd recommend getting them if you really, really like them, because you would take a pretty big hit on those.
Got it.
So offshore tourbillons, like I'm sure you saw like the concepts, those just unfortunately are just a lot slower movers. We have a few in store, but yeah, like if you were to trade it back in, you're definitely taking a hit. On the like Chrono Royal Oak, that's a winner. I think your money's always there, and obviously that one's quite a bit cheaper. Unless you're looking for a bigger watch, which you might be, because obviously the offshores are quite a bit bigger. Yeah, I mean, I can go through some other offshores that are similar to those. I mean, are you super keen on a tourbillon?
Here's what kind of started. I was in Beverly Hills, and I was just walking around the driving there's a shop, and I saw a watch with the white band. So I went inside, and it was one of these. It was a used watch that they had in there, but they were still asking $180 for it. And I'm like, Jesus, like, what are these things costing me with it? It just kind of piqued my interest. Like, I don't like the theory of having to buy a bunch of watches and then start working your way up to a watch.
Well, at least on those offshores of the turbs, like you're pretty much paying like, I don't even know what the retail is, but I know it's something really, really high. So what you're paying secondary is a lot less.
Got it.
We sold.
Have a showroom here in Miami? Do you have watches or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
I live in Miami.
Yeah, so at least you can like put on, like I have like a Rose Chrono here you can try on. I mean, I have a Concept you can try on. I have Perpetuals. I think that those look a little bit bigger on the wrist because there's more complication. The face looks a little bit bigger, so maybe that helps. And then yeah, you kind of just go from there.
Like you probably do the latter part of this week. I don't know what your latter part is, like Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, yeah, no problem. And if anything else comes up when you're just looking around, just feel free to shoot it my way and I'll let you know what they roughly go for.
Okay, perfect.
All right, yeah, just shoot me a text, maybe tomorrow or the next day, and then we can figure out a time for you to come in.
You got it, bud. I appreciate it, man.
All right, thanks. All right, bye-bye.
So that actually happens quite a bit, is we have clients that reach out on certain watches like the offshore or like some of the bigger Richard Milles or stuff that's, very, very, very niche. And I understand why some people might like it, but unfortunately there is some downside to it. And I always say, make sure that you really, really like the watch, because unfortunately we don't sell those nearly as much. They just don't go for as much in general. I mean, like the offshores that he's sending me with those turbs, those go for about 200 to 300K below retail. So that just push comes to shove, that shows you that they're not desirable watches. Obviously, if you're gonna be going for something that's gonna be more safe, I would always recommend a Royal Oak over those offshores. I mean, it's the same thing for Richard Mille. I mean, all of like the 65s that we have, I mean, what people love about them is that they're going for 100K below retail. It's a great watch, but it's not for everyone because the size is so big. So I always say, like, if it's a bigger guy, it makes sense, go for it. And if money's not an issue for you, go for it. But that's just the worst thing ever, is when you aren't honest with your customer and they come in 2 weeks later and they say, if this watch just looks, it's too big on me, I don't really want it. It's gonna be a tough day for you, because you're gonna take a hit for sure. We don't really stock that kind of stuff. One, so when we're sourcing, we're paying more. And the people that are trying to sell it to you know that like these Concepts and some of those turbo offshores are really rare. So the more rare the piece, the more those dealers feel like we're the only ones with the watch. So they feel like they can stay at a price that's probably too high. And sometimes when it boils down to it, you have to buy the watch. That's what the client wants, even if the price is too high. So be really careful on that. So make sure that you're always buying stuff that you like. And also, if price doesn't matter to you, but if you want to trade in and kind of like start like a nice relationship with us where you can buy and sell, maybe you're making some money on some of these pieces or you're losing no more than 5 to 8%, I would recommend just sticking to what we say. A rose gold, that was like that one. And then he was looking at offshore, the turb, but that's a Concept, which is similar. This one's pretty unique, to be honest. I've never seen it. It looks like that's kind of sandblasted chocolate titanium, kind of looks like. This is also a bigger watch. This is a 42. I didn't realize it, but that's one of the only Royal Oaks that you can get that is a 42. It's not an offshore. Goes with the seconds. It's cool. It's really obnoxious, but.
I know that was gonna do that.
Yo, how much to buy back the 6701 titanium from you? You paid 170, right?
Yeah, how much you want to pay? 200?
200?
No, I'm joking.
I mean, whatever you think is fair, so you make a couple grand or something or whatever.
We'll offer, and then I'll just deduct it from the Tiger and the AD, and I'll give it to you tomorrow.
I mean, if I can make a deal work, is like 173 cool?
173, and then can we do 175? What's it gonna cost to replace me just right now?
I mean, we could probably find you another one maybe, it just takes time.
All right, let's do 174. You need it or no?
Let me close with this guy.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Look at that gigantic scratch.
That is crack.
Right there.
No, I'm gonna go yell at him. That's ridiculous.
There's streaks, and then we're going across. Hello? Yeah, I mean, if you want to come back, if you want to give a deposit, that works, or I can give you a credit card link, or if you want to wire, whatever works. Yeah, no, you don't have to come back. I mean, I can just send you a credit card link. If you do credit card, it's 3% processing, wires free. If you can today, I mean, if you could bring by cash or something for the deposit, and then just wire tomorrow. And also, if you want to avoid the sales tax, because I assume you live in Miami, I just need to ship the box out of state. Do you have like family members in like New York or something, or anywhere out of state? That's cool. Yeah. Okay, all right, sounds good. So the client was here 4 minutes ago, and then I already found one, and now he's giving a deposit, so we worked pretty quick. He was looking at a 6701 titanium. He wanted a newer model. He wanted to be around the price we had on our website, which is around 188. We're able to do 187. Those watches have actually gone up quite a bit. I think we've already sold like May, I think we sold 6 or something like that. I think we sold like 4 titaniums, 2 roses. So anytime there's a good deal or even like a fair price on a 6701, we're buying those.
Is that in Hong Kong or Dubai? Okay. Because we have someone going that way. We have a lot of trips, like a lot. What about Dubai?
Ask about the Pinturo.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Do you have any Pinteros? Yeah, do you have any other 6702s or 6701? What are the details? Titanium or rose? How much? Okay. And what about 3503? Any? Yeah, let us know if you've seen any Yas Marinas as well. Okay. All right, sounds good, bro. All right, later. Yo, we have like 2 people messaging on the Italy. One of which Jameis really wants it, and he has someone in Dubai. So I'm like, do I fly Sloan out, or she just said she could, but if he's gonna buy it, you know what I mean? I don't know if she should get a ticket. I would just tell him like, look, if that's the watch deal you want, we can wait it out, but we kind of need to know on the Italy because, you know, we bought it a while ago and it's on hold. You know, if Yas Marina is the watch for you, is that the one you really want? Then I'm very confident we're gonna find one at some point, you know, like we did with the 3503 blue.
He's gonna say that.
All right, well then I guess I'll just fly and get it then, and we'll just be done with it. Long story short, when a client wants a certain watch and we're able to find it, it doesn't mean that that watch is gonna be available forever. So we found a watch for our client. He was kind of up in the air between 2 of them, took a little bit to decide. He finally decided and the watch was gone. Now we're trying to find another one and we haven't been able to refill it. If you want a special watch, especially a limited watch, Richard Mille, you know, it's like limited to 50. If we're able to find it, you just have to pull the trigger, because if you don't, then it's gonna be really hard to find another one.
All right, thanks for staying tuned to the end. We'll see you guys next week.